Today, I'm going to show you how you can get the Skyward Sword Mastersword inside of Tears of the Kingdom, or as it's named inside of Tears of the Kingdom, White Sword of the Sky. Let's get into it. To start this extensive questline, make your way to the three separate springs: Spring of Wisdom, Power, and Courage. This one is actually on top of Mount Lane Nehru, very easy to get to since you kind of have to pass it to get to the Skyview Tower. Now, Spring of Power is going to be the only one that doesn't have a shrine near it, and you're going to have to fight a Gloom Hand in that little crevice right in front of it. Nonetheless, you can get to there after fighting them. Third is a Spring of Courage, as you see here in the lightning area of the game, as I like to call it, with a shrine right above it. Talk to the goddess statues at each of these three locations, and then they'll tell you to go to the Forgotten Temple, or a secret temple when they're actually giving you the dialogue for this quest line. Nonetheless, make your way to the Forgotten Temple because there's something wrong with the Mother Goddess statue. Thankfully, there is a shrine there that you can fast travel to make this quest line that much easier for you. Once you finally arrive, you will see that the Mother Goddess statue has toppled over, and then we'll proceed further into the quest line, making you go back to all the different springs. Now, once you're at all the different springs, they're going to have a bunch of different comments for you, basically saying that this is a terrible situation and need your help to repair the Mother Goddess statue back to her former glory by getting specific items from each of the different dragons in the areas that they are in, respectively. Thankfully, each one of the quest lines actually tells you exactly which claws that you want. So Spring of Courage, you want Ferocious; for the Spring of Power, you want Dinrals; and the Spring of Wisdom, you want Nadras, which is very helpful, especially since the dragons go above and underground. So first, we're going to start with the Lightning Dragon. He goes straight across the Lake Hylia area, the exact pathing I just showed you. He mainly stays underground, going through the Gerudo underground, popping back up where I had just started right before the desert. Not too hard, but they all fly really slowly. I think maybe the longest path is 30 minutes front to back. Anyway, next we're going to go to the snowfields for the Nadra Snowfield Chasm. That's our Ice Dragon is going to show up. She's going to pop out of that exact chasm, fly over to Kakariko Village, and go into the East Hill Chasm. Now she follows the ridge line in the underground back up to the chasm, back to the top of the mountain. You'll find her mostly above ground, but not too much longer above ground than underground. Finally, we want to make our way over to the East Akala Plains Chasm for our fire guy, the Fire Dragon. He probably has the longest pathing. Make your way across the entire top edge of Hyrule all the way to the Drennan Highlands Chasm, and quite literally follows the same pathing backwards, back underground, all the way to the same Akala Plains. Now, I hope this helps you guys out. They do take some time to go through these paths, but once you finally get to the path and get all three dragon claws, make your way back to each of the three shrines and drop the respective claw of the dragon that they requested into the water right in front of the statue. That statue will then say thank you for your help with this. They're going to give you one of the materials from their little area. So this one's actually going to be a topaz, this can be a ruby, sapphire, respectively, to the other two springs, and then tell you to go help out the other two goddess statues that are helping revive the Mother Goddess statue. So very simple at this point. Now, once you have visited both the other springs and dropped in the different claws to the respective areas, you're going to have a small cutscene on each of them, obviously just like the first one, but at the end of the third one, whichever three that you picked to go in order, it doesn't matter. But once you get to the last one, it's going to say that the Mother Goddess should be restored and that you should make a pilgrimage back to the Mother Goddess statue to get your reward for helping out and restoring her. Fast travel back to the Forgotten Temple and you will finally see the Mother Goddess statue revived back to her former glory, upright, and you can get a reward from her, which is the main point of this video. Right away, you'll probably notice that this is actually the Mastersword from Skyward Sword, the very first iteration of all the Zelda timelines. It's a really cool sword. I like its design a lot, but one thing that I'm not 100% sure on is that you can't buy it again after it is broken. So you can't get them from the Poe vendors like you do some of the other legendary things, but let me know in the comments if that is wrong. But nonetheless, I hope this helped you guys get this sword in the game. If you could, hit the like and subscribe buttons if you guys found this guide helpful, and I'll catch you on the next video.